The lighting here might be horrible, but we're gonna deal. I'm also coming at you freshly worked out and showered, so looking real nice and natural. But that's not why we're here today. We are here to talk about, as you clicked on with the title, the new Longchamp Le Pliage Filet bag. I'm not French. I'm pretty much as American as they come, so you're gonna have to excuse any of the atrocities to the French language that I'm about to commit. But yeah, this bag right here. So I wanted to do a review on this bag because the original Le Pliage, the like nylon style, I have a YouTube video about the original Le Pliage, the nylon style, and that has been on my channel for quite a while now, and it has, I think, about 32,000 views. So it's a pretty popular bag. That's one of my most popular videos of all time. And I also have a blog post about the original Le Pliage that is still to this day in like my top 10 most visited blog posts of all time. So anyway, this bag, it's popular. The original version of the Le Pliage is popular. And so I've done content about that. I wanted to review this new version of the bag that just came out in 2021, and it's impossible to get. So I'm hoping that it becomes more widely available, so that way by the time you guys find this review, maybe you can get your hands on it. Let's talk about it. So the Filet bag, as you can see here, it actually features the classic top handle and then like flap that you see in the traditional Le Pliage, just the nylon version. And what basically happened here is that two French fashion houses married for one bag. FILT, I think that's how you say it, F-I-L-T, they specialize in this like netting material, and so they make like netting shopping bags. And so basically what happened is the two had a baby. So you have the top, which is a classic Le Pliage, a Longchamp staple, and then you have the bottom, which is a netting FILT situation. I think that's what makes this bag so interesting, is the fact that it is kind of like two French fashion houses, two really well-known and like much loved French fashion houses coming together to create a style that is still like so classically both of them, if that makes sense, right? Like you look at this and you're getting exactly what is the essence of, you know, a Le Pliage and FILT. Like you're just getting the essence of them. So they managed to create this style that really, I think, weaves together two very classic brands, which is cool in and of itself. But then when you add the fact that if you already own a Le Pliage in the classic nylon, it's also just like a fun twist on a bag that you already own and know and love. I think the average Le Pliage is fairly seasonless. It's what makes that style of bag so popular, because it just is so classic and timeless. I mean, Kate Middleton herself is obsessed with the Le Pliage, so it's just a classic style that people can't get enough of, and the fact that they kind of found a way to do a fun twist on it, I think is really, really unique. And I'm obviously not the only one that thought that, because the bag is sold out pretty much everywhere. So I think that is both a pro and a con we should acknowledge of this bag, is the exclusivity of it. It's a huge con if you don't already own it. The fact that you can't buy this bag right now on like a Nordstrom or even on the Longchamp website, that is a real pain. I really hope they bring it back into stock soon, because I know everybody is just dying to get their hands on this. The exclusivity, if you do own the bag and do manage to get a hold of it, actually could be a really big pro, because not everyone has it. The Le Pliage, the classic Le Pliage, is so popular to the point where I feel like I can't go out anywhere without seeing at least one person carrying that bag. I have like 6 of them, so I get it, it's a really popular bag. And while that's kind of part of the charm of it, like the fact that you're part of this Le Pliage club filled with people that love that bag, what makes the Filet bag so nice or so interesting or so unique, some of it is the exclusivity. The fact that I'm not gonna walk outside and see someone else with this bag, at least not right now while it's so hard to find. Obviously the exclusivity is not fun for those who are still trying to get the bag, but for those that have the bag, I have to admit, it's kind of nice for once, I feel like, to walk outside with a Le Pliage style that nobody else has yet. It does make me feel kind of special. I know that's a little braggy, not trying to be. I will tell you where I got my bag. Let's talk about that. So the story of me actually getting this bag, I put a blast out on Instagram to my followers saying, hey, I cannot find this bag anywhere. I'm dying to review it. So if anyone sees it, just let me know. I really threw it out into the universe thinking nobody's ever gonna find this bag. It's sold out. And about a week later, a follower messaged me with a screenshot of the bag on display in a store window at London Harness in Massachusetts. I'm in California, so she was like, I was just walking by and saw it in the window. Is this the bag you're looking for? I immediately called them, and even though they were talking to a very crazed human on the other side of the country, they were so nice and let me order the bag over the phone and shipped it to California, no problem. So the staff there was really nice. This video is in no way sponsored by London Harness. I bought this bag with my own money, but I just had to like shout them out because I kind of wondered if that's like the way to get a hold of this bag, is like find your small local retailer that's gonna get this bag back in stock and does care about their customers and will make a list and will call people and let them know. I mean, I will leave London Harness's information in the description box down below because I just feel like if you want this bag, you're gonna need someone on the inside that knows when they're gonna get a restock. So yeah, the staff there was really helpful. I really recommend hitting them up even if you are all around the country. They do have an online store that does not have this bag on it, but the store, you call them. That's what I did. That's where I got it. So that's the story of me getting this bag. I do want to talk for a minute about the only con that I can see with this bag. For once, my only con about a handbag is not the price. This bag is $95. I thought that was like pretty reasonable given, I mean, you know, it's like netting, so I guess reasonable is a relative term. But anyway, I don't think the price is a con on this one. What I think is a con on this one is how absolutely shapeless it is. As you can see, it's just a blob. It's a big, if you don't have my little trick, which is I put a scarf inside of it, so that way it creates this one uniform shape here, and then I kind of stuff my stuff inside of it. If you don't do that, the bag will slouch in weird ways and things will poke out of it. So as you can see, I've got like sunglasses that are like peeking out through the netting there. That's the biggest con about this bag. I know it is like a netting shopping tote and like inherently those are gonna be very slouchy and they're just gonna take the shape of whatever is in them. That's fine. But at the same time, I don't really need everyone seeing my personal business of what's in my bag. So I went ahead and I stuffed the scarf in it to just kind of give it a little bit more of a uniform shape and also to just kind of hide some of the bits and bobs that are inside of there. So the only annoying thing about this little creative solve that I've found here is the fact that if you are digging things out of your bag, I mean, you're kind of digging them out of fabric. You're like peeling apart fabric trying to find the one item you need. So I will say that doesn't make it like the most functional Le Pliage I've ever owned, right? It's just kind of a pile of fabric that I'm digging stuff out of, but it does help the shape a lot, which I think is really great. I think that's the only con I have of the bag. There's really not a whole lot else to talk about, to be honest. I mean, it's got the longer strap, it's got the top handle. I will have a blog post up about this bag if you guys want to take a look at it, but I just want to keep this one kind of short, kind of sweet, talk about a new release and give you a little bit of an inside look as to this very hard to get bag. Yeah, and I think it's just like a fun new twist on an old friend. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. And if you like handbag reviews, I have kind of a lot of them on both YouTube and the blog. Check it out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.